This morning in Sunrise Early News, hell in Hollywood. LA burns as tens of thousands flee raging wildfires. Entire suburbs destroyed as the death toll grows. We're live to the fire zone. A suburban street in Melbourne rocked by a deadly shooting. Police on the hunt for a possible gunman at large. Sydney smashed by the heaviest rain of the summer so far. Residents on alert with more wild weather on the way. And the Gold Coast's Magic Millions race meet set to go ahead after a turf poisoning scare. Excitement reaching fever pitch.
Live across Australia, this is Sunrise Early News.
Good morning. The devastating wildfires ravaging Los Angeles have continued to burn throughout the night. 5 people are confirmed dead, but authorities predict that death toll will rise. Almost 180,000 people have been ordered to evacuate their homes. The number of properties lost is in the thousands. Live to Isabel Mullen in Altadena, one of the worst hit areas. Izzy, another catastrophic night there as the battle against these fires continues.
Yeah, Amelia, good morning. Look, just devastating scenes here in Altadena. We'll show you one of the properties we've just been looking at this morning. Utter devastation, completely burnt out overnight. We can see these cars have been decimated, torched by these fires burning right out of control. I'll take you up to where the house once stood. You can see that the entire yard is gone, the property inside. All that remains is some small statues built presumably of stone, and then this fireplace. We know that these chimneys are one of the only things built of brick in California because of the risk of earthquakes, which is why they are some of the only structures that remain standing. Here in Altadena, a lot of streets look like this. Most of them, we have 5 people confirmed dead, as you've said, in this area, and confirmation from police this morning that that death toll will continue. They expect it will continue to rise. They've also said that 20 people have been arrested overnight on suspicion of looting. So we've seen, you know, some really sad things here today. Some good news, this wind has dropped. You can probably tell from about 160 kilometres an hour to 40 kilometres an hour. That's allowed crews to get an upper hand on these fires overnight. People returned to the Hollywood Hills as well early this morning, those evacuation orders lifting, so they are making some good progress.
Extreme fire behavior continues to challenge firefighting efforts for the Palisades area. Preliminary reports estimate the damage or destroyed structures to be in the thousands. It is safe to say that the Palisades fire is one of the most destructive natural disasters in the history of Los Angeles.
To put that Palisades fire into perspective, we're told it has burnt an area larger than New York City. We're in a good position now. These winds have dropped, but they are expected to pick up later today. The cleanup hasn't even started yet. They haven't let people back into this community. We know it will take weeks and months to come, and that's pending on the weather conditions moving forward. Amelia.
Very scary. Thank you so much, Izzy. Back home, and there are fears an armed gunman is right now on the run after a man was shot dead in Melbourne's west overnight. Police arrived at an address in Caroline Springs shortly after 10:30 when they found the unidentified man with a gunshot wound. He was taken to hospital but could not be saved. Police have set up a crime scene in Hasten Parkway with the area cut off from the public as they investigate. No arrests have been made. New South Wales Police urgently need help to find a missing baby boy last seen in December. Officers say 7-month-old River Tille is believed to be in the Illawarra region and is with a 43-year-old woman. River has not been sighted since last month in Wollongong. Police have serious concerns for his well-being. Anyone with information should call 000. Carlton Football Club CEO Luke Sayers has promised to hunt down the hackers he says are responsible for posting a nude photo to his X account. The post tagged a senior female executive at Bupa, one of the club's major sponsors. Within 20 minutes, the Blues boss's account had been deactivated.
Often when someone's hacked, the hacker will actually take over the account. This is quite unusual in that a post was made, but then the owner of the account could quickly remove it.
It's understood Mr Sayers is on a family holiday in Italy. Missing hiker Heidi Nazari, found in Victoria's Kosciuszko National Park, has broken his silence after the ordeal, saying he's grateful to his rescuers and the emergency crews who helped search for him.
Saw this little dot sort of moving slowly up the hill. At that point, I think the little dot saw me, started calling out for help, calling out to stay there. Didn't know what the date was, that he hadn't eaten in weeks. We sort of at that point realised this was the person that had been missing in the park.
Heidi sustained himself with creek water and 2 muesli bars across the 2 weeks he was lost in the bush. Sydney's been soaked with almost a month's worth of rain in just a couple of days, and there's no end in sight. It's been the wettest 2 days this summer, and more is on the way, with predictions of 50 to 80 millimetres to fill the gauges across New South Wales this coming week. Sydney residents can expect more rain today and a chance of a thunderstorm this afternoon. There's fears Star Casino could go bust, putting thousands of jobs at risk. The casino group warning the stock exchange it's perilously low on funds, sending its share price tumbling by 25%. A $200 million rescue package had been set up, but the operator ate through half of it in just 3 months. The New South Wales government is refusing to once again step in.
We've done our bit when it comes to that. So we don't have anything more to add. Other than that, it has to be run on commercial grounds, and it's a matter for Star, their ownership and their management.
Star is now in desperate need of a white knight investor or risks sinking into administration. Peter Dutton has slammed Australia's High Commissioner to the UK for snubbing national celebrations on January 26. Stephen Smith will host 3 invitation-only events at Australia House in the week leading up to the national holiday, but none on the day itself. It's believed the decision arose because January 26 falls on a Sunday this year. The opposition leader has blasted the decision, urging the Commissioner to head on the next flight home if he's ashamed of Australia Day. UK rapper Young Philly has been fined and given a 6-month driving ban after hooning while on bail for rape charges in Western Australia. The YouTuber was caught going 158 kilometres an hour in a 100 zone at High Wycombe in Perth's east in November. The 29-year-old has been stuck in the state since September after police charged him with sexual assault. Young criminals are running rampant in Victoria, with alarming new data revealing youth offenders are committing at least 8 crimes a day. Figures released to the Herald Sun show that more than 100 children aged 10 to 17 were involved in at least 30 crimes each in 2024. That number has tripled across the past 5 years. An Adelaide grandfather has had to run for cover from an out-of-control truck. Police think the truck driver had a medical episode before he ploughed into 5 cars in the city's western suburbs. A 62-year-old man ran to safety while his daughter watched on.
It kind of sunk in at how, he could have been gone like that.
Erin says her father felt so lucky to have escaped unharmed, he bought a lottery ticket. South Australians are in a scramble to find eggs as a shortage hits supermarket shelves. High demand across the Christmas period has left their supply dwindling in the new year, and all those big breakfasts and festive baking. Woolies has confirmed supply is on the uptick and that the post-holiday shortage is only temporary. The Magic Millions is set to go ahead on the Gold Coast tomorrow, despite the turf poisoning drama that put the race in jeopardy. Several jockeys have already taken to the newly laid patch, giving it the green light. Meantime, champion trainer Kieran Maher has set a new sales record, shelling out $2.8 million for a colt fathered by the stallion Snitzel. Jimmy Barnes and Ronan Keating are also slated to perform at the major event.